Good evening and welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Ent in Canada around the world. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm a fellow of Realty Institute of Canada, broker of record for City Pro Realty Inc. brokerage. Also, I'm a licensed builder with HCRA, license number B 63247 of Dixon Construction Inc. Tonight's topic I picked up why and when you need a building permit. As a real estate professional, we come across many times the properties that has been built, modified, and changes done to the structure that was originally approved by the city. And when you are asking them to provide you some building permit, they won't give you, and the seller doesn't want to retrofit status of the basement, for example, or any modification. So it's very, very important not only for the consumer to know why and when to get a building permit, also for the realtors to demand that permit. If not, consider their cost when you're negotiating a price. I'll give you a couple of examples as we move along. So first question is, when you really need a building permit. So when you're building a permit, asking for a building is an official approval from the local municipality that allows you or hire a contractor to construct something new or remodel of an existing structure on your property or home, such as removing a load-bearing wall. In older homes, we have too many walls and separation. Now with the modern and open concept, we want to remove some walls. So if you want to remove those walls, that's called structure change, and is because some walls may be load-bearing. Therefore, you need a structural engineer analysis, and they need to be properly submitting the proposal to the city for the approval. Second thing is, you may be constructing a bathroom. You know why a bathroom? Because your original house that is built at the time when it was built by the builder, they approved 2 or 3 bathrooms. So sizes of the water pipe that coming from the city main to your house was configured. So if you are building a bathroom, means you're going to have a more water consumption. And therefore, they need to have a water consumption calculation to see the capacity of water coming in through your pipes. And that is why it's very, very important when you're adding a bathroom in the basement, for example, or even upstairs, you need a building permit. Now, the other could be you want to create a kitchen. If you are creating a kitchen, that means you're going to cook something there. You need to you need a building permit. You need also water. You need maybe dishwasher. And you also have a smoke generation. You have to have air circulation. And you have the exhaust outside. You need a building permit because that's the second location where you want to cook something. The other thing is, some people want to build a separate entrance. That means they're going to take down portion of the wall to construct a side entrance for your basement. You think the basement is already done, I can put a side entrance without getting a building permit. No, 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 you can get in trouble. So you need a building permit for side entrance. And you have to specify why you need that. If you're needing it for only use for the family, your personal family, that's okay. You can get the building permit to build it. But if you are building a addition for the house, for example, you want to expand the size. With this affordability that we have right now, we can buy and upgrade houses because of interest rates, especially now people are coming on a renewal now. They will be doubling their mortgage, minimum doubling, based on what interest rate they have. And 25 will going to be very, very challenging for a lot of homeowners. to make sure that you focus on. And this is very, very important. So once you are doing facade entrance and your basement is not finished, if you want to finish as a basement apartment, there are two purposes. One is for player, for expanding the living space for your family. Second thing is you want to rent it out to generate income to support your mortgage. You know, basement these days, a 2-bedroom basement is also going $2,500 in a house a month. That can help your mortgage to pay for the upstairs, depending on, because your mortgage will be double. And you know that I'm a principal broker of Canada Express Mortgage, license number 13241. So I can talk about mortgages, I can talk about real estate because I'm a broker record, and also I'm a licensed builder with HCRA. I can talk about construction. And we have all the talent and experience to help you to make sure. So that means now if you're building a finished basement, and I have said that before, you need a building permit. I have a case where I am right now helping a family. Somebody complained there are too many cars outside on the driveway. So people complain, and they found out there was no building permit, and some realtor bought the property and several years ago, and therefore now they're spending money on it to get a building permit because you give them notice. Either you comply or you're in trouble. And this is why I said when you really need a building permit is very, very important. Not only for consumer, but also for the realtor who are performing the due diligence. Now, let's assume in your house, you did a structural change. You removed some walls and you forgot to get somebody to tell you, evaluate your property. Lot of renovation companies, they don't use engineers, professionals to certify structure stability of the house. You bought a house that was modified without the building permit, without proper calculation, electricity use consumption, water consumption, or anything else that relates with extension. And when you move in, and all of a sudden you can see some shaking and you can see something happening, and your house can collapse because structural weight. You have removed a load-bearing wall. Especially the older homes, they have a lots of load-bearing wall. So you have to get engineers certify that this is a solution for removing a wall to replace it with a proper column and support so it can carry the weight of the house. How would you know how much weight is on that wall? Unless you talk to an engineer. I'm a licensed builder. We have engineers who can do the assessment for you and make sure that you are safe to live in there. What will happen if the house collapses after you move in, maybe a week, month later? Who you will be blaming? If your agent, a real estate professional, has not consulted, has not investigated, not done due diligence, who will get in trouble? Everybody involved with the transaction, whether it's the real estate or being an inspector, not knowing it. And when you are buying $1 million house or more, it's worth to inspect, hire an engineer to do the inspection. If you need any help, you can call Tixon Construction, and we're a licensed builder. I'm the founder of Tixon Construction Inc. Call our 905-569-9939. We'll do the analysis. We check with the city if they've done any structure changes. Did they get the building permit? Why those condition was removed? And we also figure out if they have any floor plan. When you have original floor plan, and this is especially for the realtors, when you are buying a property, older property or newer property, try to get a site survey, or what we call boundary survey. It shows the footing of the house. Recently we did a project, we're doing a building permit, where we have to get a new permit, a site survey. And it costs lots of money because the site surveyor certified has to go out to the site, check the due diligence, and create a site survey, boundary survey with topographic. It costs money. Number two, when you anticipate your client has a basement that is retrofit, it is not been done according to the building code, they didn't get any building permit, that means that needs to be done. What will happen if somebody moves in, they rent the basement, and there is a fire, insurance will not cover it because there was no building permit and nothing was approved by the city. Your safety, fire department, building code, inspectors, they will come and check plumbing, electric, framing, all the emergency exit, egress windows, all that stuff. They need to check that to give you the approval. Fire department, marshal will come and see that, make sure it is in compliance. This is why, by simply putting the seller does not represent and warrant the finished basement, it does not relieve them from responsibility for not having a legal permit to build that basement. Or if you bought that property, you are under obligation because you have violated the Planning Act, you have violated the zoning bylaws of your municipality for building an illegal basement or acquiring something which violated the law, and you're selling and you're passing on to somebody else, the buyers. So this is very, very important for the seller or buyer agent and broker to demand these documentation. We are competent professionals. We're licensed to protect our client, and legally we're bound to disclose things what is important. And I am going through something there which was built illegally and no permit. So there are remedies. It costs money to remedy. You have to submit site plan, floor plan to the city and get their approval, and they might get upset with you. They will charge you penalty. It's okay, but you are living in $1 million or more houses. Is worth spending money and hiring a professional to check that. So why you need a building permit? And this is very important because each municipality has different rules and expectation for the building permit. So what comes to your mind? Why this is needed? Number one is structure stability. When you are modifying your structure, you are adding addition, you are cutting the wall to get inside entrance, you're putting a kitchen, you're modifying it, you're getting the roof, exhaust, everything. It has to do with the structure stability. You're removing some wall. You need to have a building permit. This is very, very important because you can compromise because these walls are load bearing. If you move them, you can say whatever you want. It will not relinquish you from responsibility for owning a home that has been modified without proper permit. You could be held liable if mishap happen. And this is why it's very important for the homeowners, buyer and seller both to disclose and also understand there are consequences you will discover during inspection, or you will find out if there are building permit from the city and whatever it takes to do that. So structure stability is the keeping of mind from the government perspective when you are building a modification of an existing home. Because when your house was built, the builder who built a mass housing subdivision, they got the approvals based on a floor plan and all the construction requirement. They put together and they got that approval from city to go ahead and build it. And they were inspected, reviewed and accepted from foundation, footing foundation to the pouring the concrete, your framing, your roofing, electrical, mechanical, everything is inspected and approved for human occupancy when you take it from the builder or through a builder like us, Dixon Construction. We're a licensed builder. We can design and build a construction home according to HCRA guidelines because we provide 7-year warranty for the new homes in Ontario. Number two, compliance with the building construction and zoning codes. This is the reason Why you need the building permit? Because when you are using someone to perform a work, they need to build something in your house. They need to follow construction guidelines, zoning bylaws, Ontario Building Codes, Planning Act. City has its own bylaws, safety, security, many laws, and Planning Act. We go through this to make sure what we are doing is in compliance. So you may be able to get somebody cheap to do something, but when it's come to structured integrity of your home, you're doing addition, you need to get a building permit. This is very, very important. And it costs you small money, and especially when you are also renting it and you're going to have an income and you want to protect your investment, because when you are bringing someone to sign it, you have a legal, moral responsibility to be safe, provide safe environment for your tenant. And there are many obligations and statutes that you have to follow. But as a construction point of view, we're talking about compliance with the building codes, compliance with the construction code, which is, construction standards, Ontario Building Code, and other things. Why? A third one is homeowners' personal and public safety. Why these laws are made? To build our society, our community, our nation, our community. Why? To make sure the people who are using it, they are owning it, they are occupying it, it is safe for them. Not only safe for them, but also associated with those people who are visiting them, they are also safe, and also the neighborhood. If your house is big enough and you have small houses around you and it collapses, fire take place, some blast happen, it affects the neighborhood. So this is why your personal safety and public safety is the priority. This is why the city has these zoning bylaws that you have to follow. Is very, very important for you to remember this. When you are thinking about changing in your house, please pay attention. Call us 905-569-9939. I'll be more than happy to send my engineer to come and see you and discuss your needs, and we put together a proper proposal for you. So make sure that you are able to comply with, and we can secure building permit for you. We have the ability, our Tixon Construction, we provide design, zoning, engineering, building permits, site plan approval, construction, innovation, project management. We all do that just to make sure you are safe. Now, this is very important for you to remember that. Fourth option is minimizing of health and safety risk. What happens when you're using your home? You have a ventilation in the house, and they're using, people who are building the house, they may be using material which is hazardous. You may have created a bathroom which created fungus because of lack of ventilation, and that's hazardous for you, for the occupant, and safety risk. So when you are hiring a professional engineering firm or licensed builder who will do renovation, we all compete. But obviously you want to maintain high standard, which is compliance to Housing Construction Regulatory Authority when you're building a new home. But I apply the same formula, same strategy, same working guidelines for our renovation, home renovation. We were reached out by many people during flooding, and some are seeking our help for legalizing the basement. So we expanded that and we added that. So if case you need a building permit for your home, come to us. We'll do everything for you. Or you want a major renovation, upgrade, come to us. We provide you warranty. Even though new homes have a 7-year warranty, but we provide warranty for the work that we do. And this is very important for you to know. Safety is very important for the regulator point of view. So when you are thinking a change in your house, you're thinking about changing something in your house, think about your family safety. Something can go wrong. It may not happen today, tomorrow, or day after. It could happen because when the load-bearing walls, especially, they are expected to carry a certain amount of weight and stress. When that support is not there, it weakens the structure stability. Therefore, it will damage one way or the other, is going to collapse. So this is very, very important. We're going to continue our conversation on this why and when you need a building permit. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back after the break. Continue watching.
अगर आपको दुबई या मिडिल ईस्ट नुमा जेवरात की तलाश है तो आपको दूर जाने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं। आज ही हमारे मिसिसागा रिजवे के स्टोर तशरीफ लाइए, अल करम ज्वेलर्स। हमारे पास सोने के बेहतरीन कंगन, कड़े, झुमके, हार और सोने के सेट्स भी दस्तयाब हैं। शादी हो या मेहंदी या कोई भी फंक्शन, आपकी पसंद के तमाम जेवरात आपको हमारे स्टोर में मौजूद मिलेंगे। आज ही हमारे स्टोर पर तशरीफ लाइए, अल करम ज्वेलर्स, 3465 प्लैटिनम ड्राइव, यूनिट 99, मिसिसागा, या फिर कॉल करें 905-828-0009। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, फरमाइश आपकी, गारंटी हमारी।
Thinking of buying or selling real estate? Call us today. We are one-stop solution provider for your real estate needs. Our commission plans to meet your budget. Buy, sell, or build. We can help. Think of us today. Call us at 905-785-9923. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Thank you.
Chai Social, the best kadak chai in town.
Aromatic, delicious, and
Zabardast, bahut ala chai, ala churro chai. Chai.
it's creamy.
Flavor भी बहुत अच्छा था, consistency भी अच्छी थी और thick. कोई कड़क चाय थी. Thank you.
I think she says and double that.
I come here. My husband comes here every day.
Oh, thank you.
Very refreshing. I love it.
चाय आपकी बहुत जबरदस्त, बिल्कुल घर वाली चाय, कड़क चाय का मजा लेता हूँ, घर वाली चाय।
हमारा सीजन ऑफर था 2024 का for देसी बाइकर्स ऑफ कनाडा। Chai Social sponsor, we want to thank the team of Chai Social. Absolutely great experience, great kadak chai,
Best kadak chai in town.
Absolutely.
Is Chai Social.
100%.
Thank you
Everybody
so
loved it. We appreciate your support and hopefully we can count on you in the future.
डिक्सी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस, जहां आपकी तमाम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस की जरूरियात पूरी होंगी। हमारे पास आपको हर टॉप ब्रांड मौजूद मिलेगा, चाहे वो वर्लपूल हो या एलजी, सैमसंग हो या जनरल इलेक्ट्रिक्स। हम इन सब के ऑथराइज्ड डीलर हैं। आइए और हमसे 5 स्टार खिदमत का लुत्फ उठाइए। हम आपको तमाम अप्लायंसेस सबसे बेहतर और सस्ते दामों पर फराहम करेंगे, ये हमारी गारंटी है। विजिट आवर वेबसाइट www.dixieelectronics.ca या फिर हमें कॉल कीजिए 905-625-5900. At Dixie Electronics and Appliances, we sell quality and deliver confidence.
HK Movers, home, offices, apartments and delivery, big or small, we move it all.
HK Movers.
Local and long distance,
We also ship cars.
Tailor transport and moving services.
For service with a smile, give us a call.
Call Mr. Harminder 416-524-6704.
416-524-6704 पे.
Visit 140 Advance Boulevard, Unit number 10, Brampton.
Long distance moving specialist.
HK Movers. HK Movers.
Good evening And welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Ent. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm your host and real estate broker of record for City Pro Realty and Brokerage. We were discussing about why and when you need a building permit. And we talk about structure safety. We talk about compliance with building, construction and zoning codes, homeowners, personal and public safety. These are the main reasons. I just point out 5 main reasons: structural safety, compliance with the building, construction and zoning codes, homeowner, personal and public safety. And then we talk about minimization of health and safety risks. You know, when you build a structure in a house, and if it's not done properly according to the engineer certification of your document, lots of people will use cheap contracting to save few thousands, but the risk much higher. Safety issue, because something happens, collapse of your structure of your home will hurt people, injure or kill people inside your house, not only in basement but on the main floor or in the house. So you're risking that public safety, and you may have some guest or family members coming and joining for a party. All of a sudden your house collapse because of structure stability. So it's very, very important to use licensed builder to do the renovation, major renovation. Painting is not. This is why I'm pointing out this to you. You can do paint is replacing your same capacity appliances. You can do that. But remember that if you are bringing in even appliances, you don't need building permit, but you may need electrician to check the power coming to that particular line for a dishwasher or a fridge or your exhaust system, and you are modifying, you want more power, you are going to need to upgrade your panel, electrical panel. So you need to bring in a certified electrician to do that for you. It costs, but it's worth it. Don't do it yourself. You read the book and you do those things, you're taking a big risk. And this is very important. Now, this is the last one is adherence to the federal, provincial and local regulations. Federal regulation applies to you when you are building. It's all about safety. Your province has guidelines, regulations for municipalities to approve those building permits to issue you to build a house. So you have to comply with that. And city will have zoning bylaws and policies. Recently in my community, a builder, a big guy, wants to create a very high-rise building in a small plaza that we have on the corner of our community. It's a gated community. The zoning bylaw C2 only allows 4-story. They want to build 34-story, 31-story and 28, 26 stories. Over 1,200 approximately units. The entire neighborhood has only 450 homes, luxury homes. But they need to ask exception now to the city zoning bylaws, official plan amendment. That's another topic we're going to talk about other time. But any time you are modifying a house which was previously approved by the city, it's a good idea to ask your realtor to get a copy of the floor plan approved, if possible. I know city doesn't keep a record after 7 years. Good homeowners keep their original floor plan when they bought the property. But it may require to rebuild your floor plan. An engineer has to certify if you learned through your buying process, the seller has modified that, and I tell you, it's a big risk. You need to hire an engineer or ask him or her to calculate the load-bearing walls to make sure house is safe. And on the seller side, it is prudent to disclose anything that structurally you changed, because it may affect the stability of the house. It's a big burden on the shoulder of realtors to make effort to verify. If our clients are buying $1 million, $2 million house, spending a couple of $1,000s to do a proper assessment is very, very important. For realtor friends, I'm a broker record for City Pro Realty Brokerage, but also I'm the owner of Tixon Construction Inc., a licensed builder with HCRA, license number B63247. You can visit Tixon, TIQSONS.ca. We provide engineering services for you to do the inspection for you to make sure every area is covered during your negotiating process. Make sure this is in conditional period, that you are confirming that no structural modification was done, and business, if the building basement is done without permit and is being even rented, the owner, the buyer will own that responsibility having an illegal basement. It needs to be rectified. You come to me, give me a call. I'll help you to make sure that you are safe, your buyer is safe, and you follow the proper procedure. We'll get you the building permit. If there is any modification requirements, we will do it for you, because we have a crew and we're a team of many professionals. We can help you. This is very important. When you are going outskirt, you have a septic tanks, you have a water well, you're looking at the capacity of the water pump, how much water can pump to irrigate or to use in the house. So pump has the capacity based on number of gallon per minute it can produce for how long, because water well can dry out based on consumption. You cannot run forever your pump. In city, if you run it, you're going to be paying a lot of money, because they charge you not only using the water, they also charge you for the wasting the water, whether it's going into your sink. But there is very different, because you have septic tank is your own property. You're responsible. You need to safeguard that. You need to have an environmental assessment, make sure there's no contamination. You know the expected lifelines of your septic tank. 30, 40 years, you might have to change it. It may have environmental issues. And again, you need to have a regular maintenance of septic tank as well as water well. Make sure motor are changed, all the UV protection for the water is there and is fully functioning. You're getting tested every, so often, and you're certified. Have inspector come and visit and check your water purity, quantity, volume, whatever. Make sure it's safe that you are using it. Similarly, for example, you are building a basement. Let's say some people wants to build addition to the house, and you are in north somewhere, and you need agricultural land, you need extension. You need to have a floor plan. You don't have a floor plan, you don't have a site survey showing the boundary line, you got in trouble. So we're going to talk about site survey and boundary walls in our next episode next week, because my goal is to educate you. When you are buying and selling, it costs you more money if you don't have it at that time. So therefore, you are able to negotiate a better deal with a client. I'm right now going through one negotiation where site survey is there, but there is an illegal conversion of a garage to a in-law suite. So it has to restore back to original condition. And then basement is not finished. We have to give a proposal to how to build a basement or maybe a garage. So if they want to keep the existing in-law suite in a garage, they need to build a new, get a site plan approval, a building permit, drawings from the city to build a detached garage. So many options. These are the technical issues When you are in the city, is very different because city have their own sewer system, water system, and wastewater. You have to pay for that. And remember, it just came to my mind that you have a sewer water line that's going from your house to the city connection. And in Peel region, there is a monthly charge that you have to pay, and I covered in my insurance. So make sure you have insurance to cover. And when you have a basement finish and is rented, make sure you have a coverage in your insurance package is a license, building permit, basement apartment, and you are insured. Because if what will happen if you have a occupant tenant living there, you sign a 1-year agreement, you're obligated to provide him or her that facility for a period of time. So you may have to relocate him at your expense. But if the flooding is happen, and you have insurance, you are protected. At least your costs can be recovered. Obviously, you have temporarily relocate them until your basement is finished. We have helped people to get and negotiate a deal with the insurance company. So if you ever need any help on that, you can call 905-569-9939, and myself or somebody from my office can help you. The idea again is why and when you need building permit. Why I did that, because I come across most recently a couple of things where city issue notices to the owner. Now, because they see so many cars and neighbor complained. Remember one thing, your house is for single occupancy. When you start renting rooms to the students or other people, you are doing a multiple residencies. It's not intended for that. It's intended for one family. If you want to have a second dwelling, legal basement apartment, come to me. Call me 905-569-9939. I can help you to get a legal permit and construct your legal basement apartment according to the federal, provincial, and municipality local regulations. And so you are safe, and you can be mind-free, and you can rent it out and be safe. Do not do any structural changes. Always remain compliant to building codes. Homeowner safety and public safety is very important, and minimize the health and safety risk, and most adhere to federal, provincial, and local regulation. I hope this was an education for you. If you have a chance, go to my realtycoffeetalk.com or my YouTube channel, YouTube at the rate of Realty Coffee Talk, and watch so many episodes, over 450 episodes. They were aired on Awaz Entertainment, and you can watch them, give us a feedback. We're more than happy to answer your question. Our program runs on Awaz Entertainment on cable network, satellite, Rogers, Awaz Ent 580, Facebook, and Instagram, TikTok, and also on the YouTube channel simultaneously. So you can watch us every Thursday at 7 p.m. in Canada, around the world. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I thank you very much. I look forward to your feedback. See you. And on behalf of our Awaz Entertainment, we wish you all happy Thanksgiving to all friends who are celebrating around the world. Thank you. Bye for now. May God bless you all. God bless Canada. Bye for now.